Hello, all you lovely people of YouTube. This is Part 4, and welcome to another nice, relaxing, and chill episode of Rip's Talk Show. Now, I more than likely did not choose the best game to have as background footage, but, background footage that you'll be watching if you are a visual listener is the video game known as Destiny 2. And as we all know, for some reason when playing this game, I get really distracted. But one of the reasons I'm playing this is because I want to bring it up because because Final Shape is coming out soon, and not only that, as we're recording this, the day before it uploads, I upload it on Tuesday, so 2 days ago, as you're watching. The final mission of Season of the Wish released. And we finally got our sneak peek into what we're jumping into when fighting the witness inside the Traveler. And I, for one, am excited. How can I not be, I mean, I love Destiny to death, but I really want to see how this story ends. And I'm going to play it all the way through. And I just want to see what's in store after, because I like Destiny. A lot of people don't. I do. Huh. But yeah, no, it's weird. I want to talk about the cutscene. Actually, I will talk about the cutscene. If you have not played the final mission, then skip ahead. I'd say skip ahead 10 minutes because I definitely won't be talking about it within 10 minutes. But anyway, cutscene. So, as we see, Crow drops from the portal. And that's pretty freaking wild, freaking swiggity, as other words, how it goes here. But it was rad. And the fact that we got to see that, astonishing. But I think the most astonishing thing about that cutscene, sorry that I'm getting distracted, the most astonishing thing about the cutscene that we saw was the fact that Cade, my boy Cade, was there. We love Cade 6. And, God, it's so good to hear Nathan Fillion play the character again. The last person who played the character was Nolan North, and I got nothing against Nolan North, but he is no Nathan Fillion. I don't know. I might be weird for saying that. You might agree with me. But the point is, I don't know how to feel because it's not Nathan Fillion. Or at least it wasn't Nathan Fillion. Now it's Nathan Fillion again. But what sucks? Lance Reddick. We won't be hearing Lance Reddick anymore. But, in his place, taking the mantle is a voice actor that I absolutely love to see, and just general actor an actor I love to see in general. A man who needs no introduction, Keith David. I just really like Keith David's performance in a lot of stuff. I've grew up with a lot of his voice acting, like hearing his voice a lot. Like, for example, I think the most influential role I've heard him in is The Arbiter. And obviously, I've heard him in a lot of stuff, or seen him in a lot of other stuff. I've watched a lot of things, played a lot of things. A lot of people know him as a character from Mass Effect, which I haven't personally played. I did try it. I wasn't really vibing with it. But hey, that's just me. It's not for everybody. And I'm just one of those people it's not for. And that's okay. Um, I'm trying to think of other stuff. If you are a bit younger, I guess. I don't know. Actually, younger people shouldn't be watching that show. I say younger people. Like, I'm 21. I'm going to be 22 later this year. He's the president in Rick and Morty. That's probably another thing you've heard him in. If you've watched Coraline, he was the cat, the black cat. There was only one cat in that movie. I didn't even think there was only one cat in that movie. Was there more than one cat? Who am I asking? There was only one cat in that movie. But yeah, he voiced a role I also know him in is the movie made by John Carpenter known as The Thing. Um, I like John Carpenter's The Thing. It's actually one of my favorite movies, and I love the practical effects done in the movie. I didn't think somehow, some way we talk about The Thing. Now this won't be a regular occurrence. This is just one of those movies that it's a movie I'm rather interested in, but it's not like one of those movies where I'm gonna freak the fuck out about. I don't know. I just like the movie. You know how it goes. Um, but I was mentioning this because next June 6th. June 6th, a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday, June 6th. And that day is what is known as the weekly reset for Destiny. Actually, it's a weekly reset for a lot of video games. Strange enough. I don't exactly know why. Anyway, that day will come. Final Shape will release. And will be the supposedly last major DLC of Destiny. And it's just sad that Lance Reddick wasn't around to be in it. But what's more sad is just he died. I hope it was peacefully. I think it was said it was peacefully. It was in his sleep. I think it was from a blood clot. I don't remember. Lance Reddick was awesome. And I know this was like... It was last year. Oh my god, it was last year. That's just... Wow. I can't even think... I can't comprehend that. A year ago, wow. So many people passed away. It's wild. Life, it comes and goes, but what matters is the memories we make And that's your piece of rip knowledge of the day. I like dropping bouts of knowledge on people. Why? I don't know. Sometimes people just need some knowledge. I'll tell you something. That I'm excited for. We're approaching the date. I said this last week, but I was not that enthusiastic because I was in a really bad mood. Something I'm really excited for is we're getting closer to the date for the Xbox Showcase, and you might be saying, well, Rip, what's going on in the Xbox Showcase? Well, we will be getting some Gear War. It's got to happen. We got to get some Gears of War. And if we don't, I'll surely die. Like, Sarge would say, it's like, if we aren't trying to constantly fight each other, we'll surely die. It's season 11. Now, the thing I really just can't help but bring up any fucking time I can is red versus blue. Like, I actually do have a problem when it comes to that show. But, I got no point in fixing it. It's a special... Oh, I'm dead. It's a special interest of mine, so I'm going to ramble on about it no matter what. And I do plan on making plushies of characters from the show. As you know, if you are a concurrent viewer of this podcast, you probably know what I'm about to mention. But if you're not, I have a Caboose plushie gifted to me by a very good friend of mine. And point is, I will be recreating that plushie, but as the other characters. Now, Carolina is going to be a bit harder to do, but I already have a visual template in my mind that I want to follow. Basically just the same plushie, but I'm going to change the head. And I plan on making a bunch of characters, not just for me, because I want to make some plushies for friends, because I like my friends. Yeah, I'll make a lot of plushies for them. But a lot of that's going to be after I move, because I do plan to move in the future, and that'll mean I'll have my own place. And when I have my own place, let me tell you, a lot of different content's coming out on my channel. IRL shit, it will be happening. You will see a lot more IRL things, maybe even cooking streams. Can't do that in my current abode, but I would definitely be able to do that in my own place. Me trying to make things without the knowledge of how to make it. I'm not saying do it blindly without a recipe. I'm saying I've never made currently I've never cooked with meat. Maybe try to make some burgers. I don't know. Stuff like that. Or just random shit. Trying things, going places. It will be fun. It will be cool. We like trying different things. I'm trying to think of what I said IRL content, but all of it left my head as soon as I said it. I'm trying to think of what I've watched. Quite the conundrum. Speaking of conundrums, this has like this is the worst segue ever. Weather. That's not a conundrum. I just want to speak about the weather. Um, because it has been terrible. Now we're getting closer to summer, so it's going to get hotter. But that's not what I'm bringing up. What I'm bringing up is the fact that like Jesus tap dancing Christ on a bike. Ew, God, the rain. It's terrible. Um, like downpours and all that fun stuff. Point is, I don't like it when it rains so bad. It gives me anxiety. And I know on previous episodes I mentioned uploading some full plays of some things. I gotta make thumbnails for some of those, and then they'll just be done. Like that's all I gotta do for them, and then they'll be done. I played the entirety of Inside about a month or two, about a month or two ago, and once once those thumbnails are done, I will have that put out. And I'm really excited to put that stuff out because it's gonna be fun. Because I don't know, I want to do more long plays of like short games. I actually want to re-record a short hike because one, it's been a little minute since I've recorded the original one, like the original playthrough, and two, um, like there's just a chunk of it where my audio's like glitching out, and I don't like that. I like you to hear the crystal clear audio, and like I swear when I upload it, the audio is fine, but like hey, it's not. So re-record it, re-upload it, boom. This time I won't be speaking to the voices in my head, because either I'm just gonna record it in a solo call, or if I record it with friends on the mic, then I am going to do what I do for the podcast. That was some lag. I'm trying to think. Um, this is an idea I had because I was thinking about it while um, going feral over Cade 6 yesterday. Um, and that thought is, what if there was an animated Destiny show? Like, it could be 2D, it could be like 3D, like, you know, maybe it look like the cutscenes. I don't care what it looks like. But it's like about like fan favorite character, Cade 6. I think that would be a good series. I don't know. I just like I was saying this. I was throwing out that idea. I was trying to think of what to say. I'm not gonna lie. I threw out that idea because I was like, you know what would be a fantastic idea. Because like I genuinely, I don't know. It's just something I would watch. Is what I'm trying to say. Like I'm trying to put out an idea of what I would want to watch. Speaking of things I would love to watch, give me a show with Captain Rex. I would watch the hell out of that. I don't know. I would just love some more content with Captain Rex. Speaking of more content, Borderlands. Oh my god. I'm not just talking about recording Borderlands. I'm talking about like we need a new Borderlands game. To be fair, I should finish recording. I need to finish recording the. Not recording. I need to actually play Wonderlands. To be honest, I'm thinking about like holding that off and recording it so that way like my reaction is the first. Like when I go to record it eventually, like my reactions will be first time seeing a lot of that stuff because like I never finished it. So if I record it partially blind, I think that will be nice. There we go. Actually able to put out a coherent thought. Who would have guessed? Not me. What was I gonna do in this game? Oh yeah, tower. It's weird how much this game has changed. I mentioned that because I love this game to death. I love it to death. And like, I've grown as a person since playing it. Quite literally, I've grown as a person. I was in middle school when I first started playing Destiny. Not Destiny 1, but Destiny. I was... what? I would have been a freshman. I would have been a freshman, I think, in Destiny 2's release. If it released in the later half of 2017, yeah, I think I was a freshman in high school. And here I am. I'm 21 years old. Destiny is about 10 or 11 years old. I've been playing this game. I can tell you, before Taken King was out, because Peter Dinklage was the fucking ghost. And I remember playing, and I remember hopping on one day. I'm like, man, the ghost kind of sounds different. And that's because it was different. Which is wild. Let me tell you right now. Why is that wild? Just never would have expected it. It was a big thing to a lot of my friends who are Destiny players. You know, especially at the time. Like, I remember, like... because I went to... I had people in my neighborhood who were also Destiny players that I would go to school with, and like they would be talking about like, yeah, I can't believe they replaced Peter Dinklage with Nolan North, and I'm just sitting there like, wow, because I was a stupid kid. I was also very gullible, but like I'm not saying like, oh, they must have been lying to me. Like I didn't even think that back then because like I said, I was gullible. I wouldn't believe anything. I know I was just talking about Destiny, but I want to speak about something that sounds really fake, but it's not. So, if you're not a Gears of War fan, this means nothing to you. But Gears of War 3, okay, it's got a horde, and with that horde, it came with a new thing at the time, and that was upgrading things. And you might be saying, okay, Rip, what does that matter? You were able to upgrade, you know, your defenses. But here's the thing that's kind of interesting about that, right? With the Horde Command update or whatever it's called, they added more upgrades. And here's where the topic comes up. Decoys. You can upgrade them. And with this Horde Command update, the max level decoy is an Onyx guard with a Nasher. And I'm not just saying like it's like a little dummy of an Onyx guard that's holding a Nasher. No, it just turns into a actual Onyx guard with a Nasher. And I'm just sitting here and I'm looking at this because I saw a video about it and I'm like, this isn't real. That's not real. So then I go look up another video, and then I see it again. I go look up another video, I see it again, and I'm like, this looks fake. So then I keep looking, and sure enough, yeah. And I finally found my definitive proof. I decided to go rewatch the trailer for the Horde Command update, and sure enough, Dizzy himself talks about spawning in Onyx guards. And that, my friends, I still can't believe it because like it just sounds fake. It's like, did you know the max level decoy in Gears of War 3 is an Onyx guard that helps fight with you? Like that just sounds like BS. But it's not. What's even more BS is how it spawns in. Like, there isn't anything. Like, you just go, click upgrade, and then boom, it just turns into an Onyx guard. It's so crazy. Isn't it crazy? So, I barely have played on this Onslaught map, and this is the first time I've gotten this area to protect. I like this a lot more than up there. Onslaught's a cool game mode. I like this. It's one of the other reasons I brought up the Gears of War Horde is because this is straight up just Gears of War 3 Horde. You can't even deny that. Like, look at this. I gotta say, defending an old like crash plane is kind of cool. I'm trying to think of like news in the gaming sphere that I would like to talk about, and a lot of it is just not in my head. Like I know I heard it, but like I can't think about it because I'm stupid. The only thing I really know about is Destiny, how it's coming to an end. And like a lot of my peers who I've played Destiny with don't really like Destiny anymore. Like they'll say like, "Oh, I hate Destiny. It feels like playing it's like a chore." But like I'm playing this, and I'm playing it on my own volition, not because like it's like, "Oh, I guess I gotta play Destiny." Like I'm playing this because I want to play it. And like the thing is, if I don't want to play a game, I just don't play it. I'm tired. I'm over that phase of forcing myself to play games that I don't want to play just because other people want me to play them. Like I'm done with that. Like if I don't want to play a game, I'm not playing a game. Like I'm not gonna like force myself to do something and make myself either dislike it more or just hate myself. See, the thing is, that's stupid. I care about my own personal health, both physically, mentally, and mentally and emotionally. That's the third one. I care about my health. And I'm trying to get better at caring about my health. And so, I do what I want when it comes to stuff like this. Like, when it comes to playing video games, I'm gonna play a video game that I'm actually wanting to play. Like, because enough of that, like, oh, I gotta play this. Like, I don't gotta play anything. In fact, I watch a lot of TV now. I don't gotta play anything. But I want to play Destiny, so I'm playing Destiny. And, like, the thing is, like, as well, it's like, I don't gotta record this. I really don't. I could be, I could, like, just sat down and watch TV. But no, I want to record because, you know, recording is awesome. It's fun. It's nice. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I probably should have not done an episode last week either. Because if it was obvious, that was one of the few times where I was forcing myself to do something. Because I was sitting here like, I already took off doing one the week prior. And if I do that again, like people are just gonna be pissed, and I'm not trying to make people pissed. It's not like I owe content to you all, but like I don't know. Where would you be without your weekly dose of me? Pfft, that sounds narcissistic. My apologies. It was mainly aimed as a joke. Okay. Call of Duty. Is there another turret? Nope. Okay. I like decoys. Decoys are cool. I don't know. A lot of things. Something. I think that's happening soonish. I don't know. I don't keep in touch with anything really. Deadpool movie. I am absolutely excited for that. I watched a trailer again. I watched a trailer for the movie last night because I was just I was in a very strange mood that I won't get into last night before I went to bed. And I was sitting there like, well, I want to watch something real quick. So I was listening to music, right? And then I'm scrolling through, and for some reason, what's recommended was the Deadpool trailer. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'll watch this again. And I watched it again. I'm like, wow, I can't wait for this movie. And I mean, like, good, right? I think that's some good marketing if, like, even though I've seen the trailer already, watching it again makes me be like, wow, I want to watch that trailer. Not watch that trailer again. I want to watch that movie again. I haven't even seen it yet. I want to watch it again. That's some powerful marketing. I don't know. I'm shocked that Ryan Reynolds got Hugh Jackman to do it. Like that's what I'm most shocked about. Like how did Ryan Reynolds convince Hugh Jackman? I do. I am extremely fascinated by what's going to go down in that movie. And the music they chose for the trailer, I kind of liked it. I forget the people who made it. Music. Music is great. No, I'm not gonna throw in my 2 cents because my 2 cents does not need to be thrown into this equation. But the equation that I am not throwing my 2 cents into is, let me tell you, this Drake and Kendrick beef is absolutely hilarious. Like, I can't say any of the things that Kendrick said because, wow, he went deep into Drake. I can't tell you anything that Drake said because I don't listen to Drake. I don't like Drake. I haven't liked Drake in a long time. I just find him annoying. The only thing I really liked was like Hotline Bling, and I'm like, and even then, like I didn't like. I just don't like Drake, and I felt like I've never related to one of those like memes where it's like me when I could when someone I dislike does something terrible, so I have a reason to dislike them now. Like I've never related to that because I'm not really someone to hate. But like when the Drake stuff went down, I was thinking of that meme immediately because I don't like Drake. I don't know what it is. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I have no idea how he walks, but apparently it's hateful. Or it's not hateful, it can be, it's easily hated. Another a meme I saw that spiraled from all of this that was really funny was, I thought I was a hater until Kendrick Lamar came along. And I think that one's pretty funny. Just like, I thought I could hate, and then Kung Fu Kenny. Basically, is what happened. I don't know. Rap, I like rap. I am an avid listener to rap, and I listen to Kendrick. I like Kendrick. Um, I loved. I remember when Miss Morale dropped, and I was like, "Oh my god, new Kendrick!" I was shocked, and I was like, because like it was just kind of out of nowhere for me at least. And like when it dropped, I was like, "Yo!" It was good. I liked it. Oh dear. Trying to think of like things I want to watch that I would like to mention here on this lovely, lovely podcast with to all you lovely people. Just like that's a lot of what I do nowadays. Just watch until I want to get out more. Is what I'm trying to say. But like that's not something I should be talking about here. That's from me, myself, and I. Who knows? I've been inspired by someone's content, and I want to just do like random things where I, I used to watch this content where it's like where these people would explore abandoned places, and the thing is like that's cool and all, but and I would love to do content like that, right? Take my own spin on it, but at the same time, you'll never catch my ass doing shit like that because I have the common sense not to, because well, I don't want to die. And knowing myself, I will die. Because I'm stupid, and that's why I would die. There's one thing I do want to mention before signing off here, because I do. This will be the last. A little bit. I'd want to once again mention how terrible Red versus Blue Restoration was. That's the last thing I want to mention. It was just dog water. It's terrible, and I will never watch it again, except for when I'm rewatching. Not rewatching. When I'm going through the show, like I said, a few weeks back before Restoration release, I said that I'm watching through the show in Denmark. That's still happening. And I got to watch Restoration with her, and I am not looking forward to it because Restoration is terrible. But you know what I'm not looking forward to more? Zero. That was worse. Nothing can top how terrible Zero was. With that being said, thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode of Rip Stock Show. And I'll see you all next week for the next episode. Or if I decided to do a little surprise and drop something else within the next 6 days. That being said, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time.